Hey, Llama here. Welcome to Preparing for Ark Survival Ascended. In this series, I start out fresh on the island on official PVE. This is Ark Survival Evolved, but I'm limited to only items and creatures available in the base game on the island to give a realistic perspective on what starting out on Ark Survival Ascended might be like. Today we are running our first artifact cave. So we're going to be doing the lower south cave on the island to get the artifact of the hunter. And we're going to be using our new brightly coloured and imprinted baryonyx to do that. Now this is without a doubt the easiest artifact cave on the island and just happens to be conveniently located right behind our base up a little alleyway. So it's a great one for us to start and dip our toe in the water of artifact caves. Okay, so we're ready to go. I've waited until daylight so that we don't come across any megalosaurus in the caves, and I've got all my standard caving gear with me ready to go. Now let's just have a look at our inventory and we'll run through all the gear. So I made myself a primitive shotgun. I've got some shotgun shells to go with it. And I've also got some hide and some fibre as well, because I'm wearing my best hide armour, which I've got out of drops. And the reason why we go with hide is that if it gets damaged in the cave, we can repair it on the fly. I've got a grappling hook and I've got a crossbow for firing the grappling hooks. We might not need that in this cave, but general caving gear. I've got some bug repellent as well, and I've got some stimulant, so in case we get knocked out. I've got medical brew in case we need to heal, and a pokey stick in case we come across something while we're on foot. The hatchet and the pick are in case we need to break something to get through the cave, which sometimes happens. Now the baryonyx, I've got its inventory is full of fish meat because that's how it heals. And we've also got this saddle here. I found this in a drop, so it's not great, but it's better than a primitive saddle. And all that fish meat we'll be able to use to heal the barry as we go, if we need to. Now what I will do as well, because we're carrying all that fish meat, I don't want to get encumbered, so we'll disable resource harvesting so that while we're in the artifact cave, all the stuff that we're killing won't weigh us down and stop us from being able to move. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Head towards the cave, just up this dark alleyway that does not look at all dangerous or foreboding. Here we are at the entrance to the lower south cave. So let's go in. So the barry fits in, to be honest, I think you can fit like an Allosaurus in here, but a lot of head contact with the roof, but the barry fits in nicely, no dramas at all. We'll head down, nothing spawns at this stage. You can get crystal in this cave too, which is pretty cool. We'll head down. Now I think just after this corner stuff starts spawning in. Around here. Now what you do have to watch out for in here is, so you get spiders, you get snakes, you get arthros. They're all sort of, relatively dangerous, but the reason why I'm looking up at the ceiling is you also get megalania in here, and they can drop down on top of you, which is a nice surprise. And you can also get megalosaurus in here. I mentioned that before, so I usually make sure I always come into these caves during the day, because the megalosaurus will be asleep if they're here, and they're a lot slower and they're a lot easier to kill. Okay, so first we're going to go left and we're going to head down. There's a couple of ways that you can get to the artifact. I'll just come into this chamber. There's probably going to be some stuff in here for us to kill. Doesn't seem to be much spawning, to be honest. Could be that no one's been in this cave for a little while on this map. Or on this server, I should say. Oh, there we go. Now we got some stuff. Scorpion, snake. These aren't what I would call cave levels, so there's nothing sort of stupid levels in here like 360 and stuff like that. These are just regular level creatures, so you can see nothing too high. Now this section down here, just past this green stuff, there's a drop off that will take you down to the artifact, and you can see a whole load of bad stuff in there. That is, if you're going to do a speed run, you can get to it that way, but then you can't get back up the same way unless you grapple up. But we're going to go the long way, I guess you could call it. We're going to go through the main part of the cave for this. So I'm going to go back this way. Head down here. Again, keeping an eye out for any Megalania. Megalania we want to find, to be honest, because we want their toxin for the monkey fight. Alright. Some snakes. As you can see, yeah, like 140. So I think max is 150 in this cave. Nothing ridiculously high. And I think I mentioned before, I've got my hide armor on, because as you can see in front of me, there's an Arthro down there. They will spit and damage your armor. So if you wear like flak or anything like that in here, it can just get damaged, and then you end up with no armor. With the hide armor, because you've got hide and fiber, I'm carrying some hide and fiber. I can repair it as I go. So if I do get my armor damaged by Arthro spit, then I can repair it as I go. Now we can hit these guys with the shotgun. Arthropleura actually take additional damage from rifles, and so they're a lot easier to kill just with the shotgun. And that's really the only thing you'd use the shotgun for, or unless you get caught by something on foot. As well. Shotgun is always handy in caves. Not much in here actually. Scorpion over this way. Another Arthro sitting there on the edge. Let's take that scorpion first. So this is definitely, if you've never done an artifact cave, I would 100% advise doing this one first. It's a really good intro to caves, and like I said, by far the easiest out of all of them. Nice. Right. Past the artifact there. Now over here, you can see just up there, there's a dung beetle as well. You can tame these, so on the island, the caves are the only places you can find dung beetles. So if you want a dung beetle to get your fertilizer, then you really do need to come into one of the artifact caves to get it. Now, here we go. Here is, we've got some spiders here. And I think there's some snakes a bit further up. You can see that step up there, up to that green area where the trees are. That was the bit that we looked off, that we looked over from before. Yeah, there's all the snakes. Nice. So if we jumped off of that, we would have ended up down here. And then we can go down towards the this green bioluminescent stuff here. Oh, I heard a spider. And there's a little crouch point just over there where you can get down, and underneath there, if we can see through, underneath there is the artifact. Now we can't take the baryonyx in there. Now there's the spider. We can't take the baryonyx in there. I think there's tames that you can take in there. I think you can take wolves in there. I think you'll get raptors in there if you're riding one of those. But the baryonyx won't quite fit in there. It's a little bit too big. So we're going to go around the other way. There's two entrances to it. There's that one, which is a crouch section. And then if we follow the cave around here, we probably have some other stuff we have to kill. And there's another entrance into the artifact chamber here. but that's also a crouch spot, and the baryonyx won't go through that either. You can see there. So try and push through, and you can see the artifact, but you can't get to it. So we'll have to do that bit on foot. Now, I'm going to pop a bit of insect repellent, because there may be, often there's nothing in the artifact chamber, but there might be. I think I can see a spider up there, right next to the artifact. There it is. Typical. So we'll shoot that guy. There we go. We'll get his attention, get him to come over, and hopefully kill it with the baryonyx, and then we should be fine. But you don't. Oh, was that another one just dropped off the roof? Yeah. Okay. There you go. So we've got 2. Oh, we got 3. Oh, we got 4. Oh, 5. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Well, gee, I'm glad I didn't go in there. Can you imagine? That would have ended badly. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen 5 spiders in that artifact chamber. There's usually nothing in there. So, there you go. Alright. Let's head on in, and oh, there's another one. Oh, it's webbed us. 6 spider. I feel like the guy from Sesame Street. Alright, where'd he go? Okay. Well, I don't want to get knocked out in there. That would be bad. So let's. And I've only got a primitive shotgun, so I don't know where it was. Was it in the roof? I'll tell you what, that's one thing that I hope they do fix with, there he is. I hope they do fix with Ark Survival Ascended, and that is the creatures in the walls and in the ceilings. That is really irritating in these artifact caves, where you just can't see anything, and then all of a sudden it appears out of the wall. Grab the artifact. All that glowing stuff should disappear, makes it a bit easier to see what you're doing. And let's carry on. Now, if so we've got the artifact, we could leave now, and we're done. We've got what we came here for. We'd just simply go back out the way we came in, and let's drink the water, stop whining. Now there's a bit of a bigger cave. Now down here there's water, and in that water you get sarcos, and they are a real pain. And if you wanted to, you could get over to there. I think there's an explorer node over there, but you'd have to traverse that water, which sarcos will dismount you in the water, so it's not a lot of fun. We can head back out this way, the way we came, and we would go up, so always heading up to get back out of the cave. Now, if we wanted to, we could have gone, I think I mentioned it before, we could have gone this way and just jumped off of here like this. Ouch, bit of fall damage. And gone straight to here and hopped underneath the here. Now everything, hopefully everything's gone. We could have crouched underneath this entrance and gone and got the artifact down here. Just same room, entered from the other side. I'm going to take this opportunity to take a screenshot so that I can use it in the thumbnail for the video. Wait for the artifact to come round. Sweet, there we go. Alright, back to it. So then we can't, obviously we can't get back up there, so we'd need to take, oop, missed the turning, take a left out of there and go back around this way, past the dung beetle, and then, as I said before, we head up, so always heading up to get out of the cave, through here, and not down there, but up here. Alright, so we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go back into the cave and we're going to go around the other half. So if we go this way, well, we can already hear stuff. There's an Arthro somewhere in the wall. I told you. Oh, there he is. Yep, in the wall, hidden in the wall, along with the snake. So let's get rid of these guys. Okay, pretty easy. This Barry. So this Barry's not awesome. It's imprinted. It's okay. It's got 10k health. It does a bit of damage. It's fine for this cave. Don't know how we're going to go in some of the other caves, but we'll see. And we've got a loot crate down here. I've seen Megalosaurus down here. Don't see one down here today, but they definitely do spawn in this spot. Get rid of these Arthros, and then we'll check out the drop. And there's also let's see down there. You can get around there, going around the other way. There's also an explorer note. You can see this little ruin section here, so we can hit up the explorer note, get some extra XP. Nice. And why not? Let's check out the drop. It's a green drop, so it's going to be terrible. Yeah. A ramshackle stone hatchet. Okay. And then we'll just keep going down here. This will take us round to that section that we were just looking at. Okay, yeah, can hear stuff in the walls again. More spiders. Easy as though, to be honest. Snakes. So yeah, this cave, not really much of a challenge, even at the early stage of the game that we are at here. And here we are. This is the section that we were looking down at. And I think there's another explorer node around here somewhere, so let's just... let's get rid of all these things. Oh, we've got some more spiders. Oh, I thought I could jump that. Yeah, so let's take out the spiders. Oh, that's quite a few spiders actually. That's the thing nightmares are made of. Only low level ones though, so not ridiculously high like you'll get in the swamp cave. Yeah, there we go, we got an explorer node there just behind this scorpion. Nice. Alright, that's it. There's nothing much around here. Just that path leading back up. And there we go. Back around again. So that is the cave. Now, like I said, I think there's another explorer node in here. We won't bother getting that. We spent enough time in this cave, and it looks like we could grab the artifact again if we brought an otter. Now, I should tame an otter actually, so that we can get. Well, it'll help keep us cool when it's hot and warm when it's cold, but it will also help us gather multiple artifacts. Not really that fussed about it in this cave because, as you saw, it's really close to the base, and it's quite convenient. I can run in and out of this cave as I wish. Good for chitin as well, so I could bring the Megatherium in here and farm a load of chitin if I need to make any cementing paste. And there we go, our first artifact cave completed. And we have, for our spoils, the artifact of the hunter, which is one of the artifacts for the Broodmother. Alright, So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and got something out of it, maybe drop us a like, subscribe if you like the content, want to see more, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm Llama, and I'm out of here.